guys, this is Felipe Coelho, and today I would like to bring to you one of the coolest phrases that I've ever learned from Paco de Lucía, and it's this phrase I just played right here. Now the cool thing about this phrase, one of the cool things, is that you don't have to really know and understand all the flamenco for baile, for what we call for tablao, because doesn't have to fit over a certain palo like alegria or soleá or seguirija or bulería. No, you can just use this phrase in any musical occasion, in your own composition or improvisation if you want to. So this is a pattern that you can apply over any chord in any rhythm. The only condition is this pattern uses the open strings of the guitar, pretty much all of them. So it's nicer if you can use this phrase in a situation, a harmonic situation, where the open strings match the scale of the present chord. So in this case here, where I just applied it, I played over an F Phrygian. So the F Phrygian scale has all these notes. You have the E as the 7th, the B as the 4th, the G as the flat 2nd or flat 9, the D as the flat 6, the A as the minor 3rd, and the E as the 7th again, but I didn't use the E, the low E, but the high E, yes. So this is a very impressive phrase because there's just notes everywhere and notes doing big leaps, because that's what happens when you do the open string. You can be playing this note, and when you pull it off, you're gonna have a big leap, a big intervallic leap. So let's go for the phrase here. You can apply this to anything. Let me first show you another example, saying E minor. It could be E minor because all these strings belong to the E minor, not only scale, but the chord actually. So naturally it's going to fit in the scale as well. So you could do this, for example. First you got to find a 2-note per string pattern here. So let's use the pentatonic. E minor pentatonic. Okay. So the idea, the phrase goes like this. Again. So what's happening here in this phrase? The first part of it is simply this. You start with the note on the top string, on the E string. The first note, because there's 2 notes per string, so let's say they're first and second notes. So let's name them always first and second. First and second, first and second, first and second, and so on. You start with the first note, you hammer on to the second, and you pull off back to the first, and you pull off the open string. So that's the first step. Okay? And now here's where the pattern really starts. You get the second note of the next string down, and then you do this note, and then you play the open string of the previous string, like that. And then you play this note again, and you pull it off, and pull off again. So that's really the pattern. This beginning here, it's not yet the pattern. The pattern really starts when you get to the next string. And here the pattern starts going like this. That's all there is. Second note, previous string open, back to the second note, pull off and pull off. And now you do the same thing going down. That's it, okay? In the case, if I'm playing over an E chord, I'm gonna do this. And I'm gonna stop right here, okay? Now, this really becomes more musical when you apply rhythm to it. You can use this phrase either for effect, which is you just do it as fast as you can without thinking about rhythm, which is not really how I like to do it. I like to do it in rhythm because then it's just more musical. So when I think about rhythm, I just think about 16th notes first, and then I try to apply it over sextuplets, which is 6 notes per beat. So if this was 4 notes per beat, that is 16th notes, ta 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 ta. You practice like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, again. And this is a good exercise for your brain because you have to be ready for the downbeat or the accent to fall on any given note. It may happen on the first note, the second, or on the pull off. So you have to be ready for that. And then you just practice like that. Give yourself a beat. Taka, 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 ta. Okay, and then you can try applying it over with 16th notes, sextuplets. Takara, 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 takara. There. And then that's it. That's the phrase. We could do it over D minor if you want to. Any scales, any chords where you have these open strings could work the phrase. So for example, if you take the entire C major harmonized scale, all these chords, C major 7th, D minor Dorian, E Phrygian, F Lydian, G Mixolydian, A Aeolian, and B half diminished. All these chords can you can use that phrase because the open strings happen on all those chords. And all the chords from the G major scale as well, the G major harmonized scale, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, all these chords. So there's a lot of chords that you can apply this over. So that's the phrase for today. I'm going to do it one more time, this time in D minor. Let's say we do a rumba beat here. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's it, or faster. Takara, 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 ta. 1, 2, 3, 4. One more time. So that's the lesson for today. I hope you enjoyed that. If you'd like to support this channel, just subscribe and I'm very thankful. See you next time.